purveyors. And we're very popular. We're very busy, especially on the weekends, or we get really slammed on the weekends. And that's basically the cuisine. I would say there's probably something for everybody. If they're not familiar with this type of cuisine.
As I said to you, Conrad, I'd love to come down with my wife and feel it, but it seems like Lily's calling now, so we may have to say bye. Thank you so much for your call.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Please call back anytime.
Call back anytime.
Okay, great. I will.
Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Lily.
Yes.
You're on the air.
How are you?
Oh, we're fine. Tell us about Rockaway Rising.
It was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I never saw so many people in a straight line as I saw yesterday. The people that I invited when I first thought of the event, the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Mormons, they all came down. They're the ones that helped everywhere on the peninsula, people to clean out their homes, and they did everything for you. They all showed up. There was hundreds of them. So at about 4:23, a flyby was done, and at that time I had 4,672 people online.
Wow.
And that was before it even started.
That's amazing.
So
it's good to see.
It was just, there was so much going on, and then finally when the captain called me from the ship, that he was in front of me, I don't know where this boat came out of so fast, he said, "We're ready to go," and I said, "Can you see me on the shore?" And I'm jumping up and down. He says, "I see you, the crazy blonde, jumping up and down." I said, "We're ready to go," and all of a sudden the boat began to spin, and the cannons were going like crazy. It was just absolutely amazing.
I understand that my sister put you in touch with somebody who played the bagpipes.
Yeah, they came down at the very, very last minute. I had a drummer as well, and I didn't know that you're not allowed to play taps on the bagpipes in the United States. It has to be done on a trumpet.
On a bugle, yes.
Yeah. So they played Going Home, which is a very emotional song.
Yes,
and
yes.
When the water cannon started and they started playing Going Home, I turned around and hundreds and hundreds of people were in tears on the shore. Some of the widows and widowers were there, and they all had flowers in their hand, and they were throwing it into the ocean as this was going on. It was just such a monumental experience to watch. People taking pictures of this going on, and then the boat went down the shore with these gorgeous, like the way the sun went through the water, it was like a rainbow shooting out of the boat.
Well, Lily, the only thing I can say is never lose hope in human nature. We surprise you.
No. I mean, when I looked at the ocean as compared to last year, it was like a lake yesterday. And the tiniest little ripple of water just coming in. It was absolutely magnificent yesterday. It was beautiful. The skies were gorgeous. The boat made its way down, and then I had to give the signal. They started the wave. They did the wave all the way down and all the way back up. And then the next part was trying to get all these people into position to stretch out. And I let the horn play for 5 solid minutes, which was 5 complete minutes of silence. People were praying.
Wow.
And it was something to see. And when I turned around, I was crying because it was just that my vision was actually happening. And then I hit the signal that they had broken one record. And then I said, okay, head for the water. And you see all of these people, thousands of people heading to the water, getting in, facing the fear of the ocean again, putting their lanterns in. Unfortunately, Mother Nature threw some of the lanterns back at us. The ocean.
Can't help the wind when you live in Rockaway.
That's it. It was the wind. It was the wind was coming off the water, so they kept blowing back on us. But I got in the water. My fear of the water, I got in. I got in up to my waist. I was soaking
Well,
wet.
that's great. That's great. My sister said one of her highlights yesterday was actually meeting you, finally.
Yeah, we got a picture taken together.
A great shot. I commented on it.
Very, very good picture. And what I'm going to do is, because I've had the Associated Press was there were so many different professional photographers.
And you were so worried.
Yeah. They took all these amazing pictures, and I'm going to put together a memorial book. And by Christmas, it'll be done, and it'll be up for sale for, to go towards the gift for Christmas. There's a little
I think
boy
that's great.
in Rockaway that I want to help.
We just had Conrad Karl on from Uma's Restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about one of the things that Felix brought up, which is true. Peninsula Hospital closed before Sandy.
Right.
And St. John's having their fair share of financial problems.
Right.
What are people going to do in the Rockaways when their doctor refers them to a hospital?
There is no place to go. You can either go into Brooklyn, and it's quite a distance, or go out to Long Island. Most of the doctors now in Rockaway are starting to associate with North Shore out in Manhasset and LIJ.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have nothing down here, or you have to go downtown Brooklyn to Methodist, or into Sunset Park to Lutheran. The medical situation is very, very bad down here.
Is there any possibility of getting a cadre of business people together to try to reopen Peninsula?
I don't think so. What we just got that just opened up is Doctors of the World, and they're here 2 days a week. They're here on Saturdays and Thursdays. And if you have no insurance, it doesn't matter. If you have insurance, they take you either way, and they treat you.
That's
but that
great.
is not enough for a peninsula. We need a hospital. I was helping my neighbor next door during the hurricane, and she fell, and she broke her nose and her arm, and her teeth went through her lip. And when I went to help her, I fell. So
hold on, Lily. We seem to have pulled the cord.
Who, me?
Yes, hold on.
No, you're fine now.
You're fine, okay. You're okay now.
Okay. I was helping a neighbor during the storm. She fell. She broke her arm, her teeth, her nose. She was a mess outside the house. And when I went to help her, I got caught in it, and I fell. It was from hurricane debris. We had 3 ambulances here, cop cars, fire engines, and she ended up being taken to Brookdale, and I ended up being taken to Jamaica Hospital. That's how far we have to go for treatment.
Wow. I mean, Brookdale, that's the hospital that was near the first school that I ever taught in.
Wow.
That's quite a trip.
Yeah.
And Jamaica is not close either. You probably would have been better off going to Mercy Hospital.
Yeah.
Or South Nassau Communities Hospital in Oceanside.
That's even closer, yeah.
Because that's something that people of Rockaway and Long Beach have in common, is that they have no hospital readily available to them.
Yeah, it's a pretty pathetic situation right now. God forbid anything happens to anybody. I mean, in the hurricane, we had those 9 people that we lost, and it was only a matter of 20 minutes of the surge, and then the firemen could get in to get these people, but there was no place to take them.
Lily, it's really not only that. I mean, for the elderly people who live on the peninsula who might have a heart attack or a fainting spell or have asthma, where do they go for treatment?
There is no place.
Those things are emergencies.
Yep. Yeah. There is absolutely no place.
Well, it seems to me that might very well be your next challenge.
I would love to attempt it. Up in Neponset, I don't know if you know about the old Neponset home that's up there. It's a magnificent old building, huge, right on the ocean. It would make a terrific hospital, and it's right before the government land. If they would fix that up, we'd have an unbelievable hospital. Well,
maybe the people who were interested at first in Peninsula might take a look at that as well.
Yeah, it's something to do. I put out a new event today for Rockaway, and it's just to make people laugh just for now, because our next part of this event is Christmas and the holidays, trying to, make people happy. But we have
Oh,
another
sure.
one coming up during the Christmas holidays, and it's called I Filled My Hole in Rockaway. And
I
it
built my
sounds
home
very
in Rock.
strange.
Okay.
And what it is I'm going after all the potholes in Rockaway. And on one day, everybody is going to water paint their potholes on their streets. Take a picture, add them to my Facebook page, and I am going to bring every pothole in Rockaway into Manhattan and register them to get fixed.
Well, I have news for you. I was telling Conrad, Karl, I said, there are many Rockaway sites on Facebook, of which I know Tina and I belong to quite a few, going to 198 for junior high school. I went to Brooklyn Tech, but Tina went to Far Rockaway High School along with many other of my friends. And even those who have moved away, the people who are your age and maybe a little bit younger than me or my age, we all still have Rockaway sand between our toes.
Oh, yeah, you never lose it. You never lose it.
No,
I mean, if people want to go to the Rockaway One Big Family Facebook page and look at the pictures from yesterday, you're in for a sight to see that amount of people stretched out from a community on the beach. It was just absolutely amazing to see.
Well, if you could email us some of the pictures, we'd love to see them.
Sure. Absolutely.
Post it on Facebook so we can see them as well.
Absolutely, I will.
I was telling Conrad, maybe we could for lunch at his restaurant one day.
Oh, I'd love it.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah, I'd love it.
Okay,
I've heard
listen.
a lot about his restaurant, but I haven't gotten a chance to get down there yet.
You haven't been down there yet, huh?
No, because I've been busy with this project. I hardly leave the house, and now this is over.
Well, I think now you deserve a little rest, so I know he's closed on Monday, but get yourself down there to Uma's restaurant on 92nd Street
Mm-hmm.
and introduce yourself to Conrad. He lives in Del Harbor,
Okay.
probably not far from you.
Oh, good.
So, in fact, he's at many of the restaurants that are opening now, the specialty shops. They're all people who now are new residents of Rockaway. And
Right,
they all
right.
live in and they're looking to build up, more or less gentrify the Rockaways the way they did to Long Beach before Sandy.
Yeah.
So I think that would be great. I really do.
Yeah.
And tell friends to please listen in.
Oh, I will.
We'll be giving periodic reports on the Rockaways. Today's show was basically the Renaissance of the Rockaways.
Great. It's
And,
on the Facebook page. We have it down already.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your report.
Thank you.
You were a great success.
Great. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay, have a good one. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, Felix, 2 calls from the Rockaways. It seems to me that Rockaway is trying to rise. I know that they still face many problems. It may seem minor if I were to bring it up, but I know my sister hasn't had cable in over a year. Now, I laugh when I think of watching television when we were kids, and all we had was channel 2 through 13. There was no such thing as cable. But when you get used to something, it's very difficult. Problem is, she can't even get her regular channel. She may get channel CBS one day and not get it the next. You can't count on anything.
This is going to be a great opportunity for satellite TV, I'll tell you.
Well, the residents have been lied to so many times about getting cable television in. I really don't know what to say. But I do know, talking about what to say, that we've been so busy talking to people, we have neglected giving you our phone number at 516-665-1860. And our Skype address is Trucking to Heaven. And email, Felix?
Mark, M-A-R-C, at Trucking to Heaven, and Felix at Trucking to Heaven, both.com. And
if anybody else out there would love to, we'd love hear from you